Straight one up.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to some of the fans. We have some lines up here.
Yeah, let's start here. First question.
Hello.
Hi.
We've met twice today, haven't we?
We have, yes. My name's Allison. I actually met you a couple of years ago, but at the Q&A, people kept getting in front of me and they cut it off right before I got to ask you a question. So I'm really happy to get to ask you one this year.
Hurrah!
I really love river songs. So I was wondering, what was your favorite river song scene to shoot with Alice Kingston?
God, that's a good question. Okay, so can you remember that scene? There's two scenes basically. There's the scene in The Impossible Astronaut where she slaps me, and I turn to frame. And Alice Kingston doesn't just slap you; she like club hands you. And after like take 10, I'm like, just like maybe take it easy. She's like, oh yeah, I will. And then she'd hit me and go, oh God, I did it really hard again. And I don't know why, sadistically that was fun, but that was good. I mean, just so many with River. I think what was very interesting about that relationship is that he is always the cleverest person in the room that knows the most, apart from River Song, because she knows his future and it pisses him off. And Alex is just such a dream to be around. I'm sure a lot of you have met her. She's really great. I mean, she's hilarious. So all of them. So, you know, when kind of people ask me what my favourite episode is, I go, The 11th Hour, Vincent and the Doctor, The Pandora Opens, Christmas Carol. I have quite a few.
All of them.
Yeah. Well, no, you know, some of them are kind of better than others, I think. Anyway, I'm answering questions without being asked any questions. So,
That's fine.
Yeah.
Great question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Hi, I was just wondering how often...
Where are you? There you are.
Um,
You're on that side?
that's me.
Yes, hi.
Okay. I was just wondering how often you improvise things and how often they make it in the show.
That's a good question. Well, I like to improvise quite a lot, but with Doctor Who, it wasn't, there'd be moments like you'd go, oh, I'm going to throw the fez up, or I'm gonna, you know, trip over or something, just do something silly generally. But generally with Doctor Who, the writing is really precise, because you're talking about like perception filters and, you know, time vortexes and stuff like that. So it's quite structured, but you know, always try and take risks from take to take, as it were. Silly acting chat. I'm trying to take risks from take to take. A really serious actor. This guy.
Hi.
Hi.
What was your favorite moment from like filming Doctor Who? Like your favorite scene?
Good question. What did I used to like doing? I used to hide in Karen's trailer. I used to hide in the cupboard. She's really jumpy, and I used to sort of make her jump. But one time she was so frightened she cried.
Has she ever gotten you back?
Yeah, she tries to, but not quite the same way. She just forgets. She'll be like, oh, yeah, no, I was meant to do that.
Great accent.
Yeah, and so, you know, anything with Karen was really good. What did I used to like doing? I quite liked the speech in the Pandora Opens when I'm talking to that was quite fun to do. It was freezing cold though, like freezing cold, but yeah, I thought it was quite cool.
Thank you. Over here? Okay, so during your time as the Doctor, who were the better kissers? The men or the women?
You've all seen it. Arthur Darnell is the most sensational somewhere between Arthur and Alex, I think. Arthur.
Did you prank him as well?
Yeah, I used to wind Arthur up, like do stuff in the middle of the scene. I'd just kiss him and be like, what are you doing? I'm kissing you, Arthur, I'm kissing you. Now go and die. Again. That was always great. You sort of read the script and you go, oh yeah, Arthur, you died again, mate. What, for good? No, I think you come back.
Poor Rory.
Rory, right? Good old Rory Pond. It's Rory Pond. Go on, hello.
just met and all, and this is going, you know, it's going pretty fast, but I was wondering
Oh God.
if you would marry me.
Yes.
You would?
Red and black.
Yes! You could cut the cake with your jawline. It would be beautiful.
I signed a thing today which was like a cartoon of my face. And I was just like, is that what people think I look like?
You have a great chance.
Well, tell that to my mate backstage. It's just, you were just like that. Let me think about it.
Okay.
Just met, you know, but I'm definitely giving it serious consideration.
Yes. You know what? I will wait for you. Trust me, I will. Thank
In a
you.
while.
So you're possibly engaged now. That's
Yeah,
congratulations.
it's good, you know.
Congratulations.
Sign of a successful con is someone gets engaged.
Someone over here, question?
Interaction and chemistry is key in creating a piece that's believable and relatable.
Yeah.
And so how do you cultivate that quickly with people you've just met?
Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Well, you've got to sort of take risks and be brave, but maybe what was interesting about the sort of genesis of me and Karen and Arthur was that because we were all, like, I knew Arthur before as well, and we were sharing this experience at the same time. Like when we joined, everyone was like, better be good. We were like, God, please don't hate us, Doctor Who land. And then slowly, people sort of got on board with it, I think. And so there was so much shared experience that sort of art imitated life and life imitated art. We were going through these really huge things, you know, in our life, because Doctor Who was such a big thing for us all, and becoming, you know, just little things like you're in the newspapers in England and you're in Doctor Who. It's a really big transition. So weirdly, the fact we went through that together, I think added to our work on screen. If that makes sense.
Did you test together? Did you have to test with a bunch of different...
Yeah, well, I was cast, and then we saw like 10 really great actresses, Amy Pond, and then Karen was the last one to come in on the second day, and they'd sort of like picked, you know, they'd gone, oh yeah, this girl is really good, and Karen walked in, and everyone was just like,
There she is.
she's mental. And then Arthur came and tested, and me and Arthur were friends, so he came up to Cardiff, and we worked with the director, and then me and Arthur got the car back, and got really drunk in the car. And I was like, I think I'm going to get this, mate. And he did. And then he died.
Many times.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Nice face.
I was wondering, well, besides yourself, what was your favorite doctor?
Ooh, good question. Troughton or Tennant, probably. 2 T's. Good question. Doctor.
Okay, I'm just wondering, were you the one who decided what the original outfit would look like, or was that already put out for you?
Oh no, it was like 3 days of torturous trying on clothes. And at one point they sort of wanted me to look like a bit more like Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. And I wanted him to feel like a professor, I think because I was young. So we had the boots and the jeans, and actually the reason I wore a tweed blazer was because I wore a tweed jacket to the audition. Because I thought, I've got to make myself look old. Because he's 900. So I thought, what makes me look old? I know, tweed. And then something was sort of missing, and I said, can I try on a bow tie? Stephen Moffat and everyone were like, oh God, not a bow tie, Wally. Then I put it on, and they went, oh, you look like a Wally. And it was sort of all right, because it, you know, yeah, because they're sort of ridiculous.
How much say did you have in like the creation of all the works, the personality of the Doctor?
Oh, well, I mean, it's, you know, it really comes from you, you know, it really is, I sort of knew, I said, like, fundamental things, I knew that he wasn't going to be sort of really that good with girls. and stuff like that, and I'm quite clumsy, so therefore he inherited being quite sort of clumsy doctor. And as Stephen Moffat straight, even when says, like, even when I'm walking, it doesn't really look like I'm walking, whatever that means. So, yeah, like, no, it's like an open palette, really, to be really creative. It's a fantastic character to play.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Hello.
This side, right?
Hi. So I know you have played in musicals and stuff like that, and we caught you singing "Let It Go" a couple years ago. What would your favorite musical be?
Ooh, blooming good question. My favourite musical. My sister was in Saturday Night Fever, so I went to see it 24 times. So that would be up there. I did American Psycho, which I really loved. That's pretty damn good. So somewhere between those, American Psycho and Saturday Night Fever.
Makes sense. Broad range.
Broad range. What's your favourite musical?
Oh, mine. I'm kind of torn between like 3 or 4.
Which is the best of us?
1776, Les Mis, Into the Woods,
Yeah.
and there's one other one I can't remember.
I always asked, and me and Karen and Arthur were always like, can we do a musical episode? I think it'd be fun if everyone just suddenly had some sort of like, you know, I mean, anything can happen in Doctor Who. Why shouldn't everyone just go, oh, suddenly we've got to express ourselves through song? And then Arthur wrote loads of like really cool songs.
Wicked was the other one.
Oh, yeah, no.
I've seen it twice, so.
Sure. Well, 27 times.
You're a good brother.
Yeah. Sweet.
What do you think it is about, because Doctor Who is so fantastical and whimsical, and you know, the Doctor is so relatable in this crazy world, and he's not even human, but as fans, we feel what he goes through, and you know, we understand his pain. What do you think makes him so special and relatable to audiences?
So that's a good question. I don't know. I think he's not very cynical. Well, I mean, you know, my Doctor wasn't very cynical. It's a bit more cynical now. That's cool, isn't it? That he's so like, now you're just like, whoa, I wouldn't mess with him. I don't know. I mean, I can only speak from my own experience, I suppose. But I think everything he sees, I was really interested in him because he's the cleverest person in the room all the time. It allows him to be the silliest and the most ridiculous, and I think that is always a really attractive thing, being clever and silly at the same time. And I also think that, you know, he has the openness that a child has where they go, oh, I'll try that, or I'll look at this, or I won't be cynical about this kind of situation. And I think, again, that is, you know, makes him quite open. And like, you know, if you're running a bath, like when you're playing the Doctor, it's quite exciting. Like when I was first doing it, I'd run a bath, and I'd go, how would the Doctor run a bath? And suddenly your bath becomes infinitely more interesting. And I don't know, he just finds the most, you know, yeah, sort of extraordinary character.
Definitely. Very cool. All right, which side are we on now? This side, I believe? Yeah.
Hi, I was just wondering if you had any advice for young aspiring actors.
Yes, take risks, read as many plays as you can, don't say no, and just start making things as soon as possible, and keep going, keep going, keep going.
Great advice.
Hello, I was wondering, so the Doctor is a very quirky character, and would you say any of his mannerisms that were written into the part rubbed off on you, or in other words, what did you leave with that you didn't have in terms of your personality that the Doctor man instilled in you?
God. 2 hearts. The thing is about the Doctor is that he's infinitely cooler than I am, and better, and just more everything. So you can't help but sort of go, you know, it's one of those, it's quite interesting when you play someone for a long period of time. But I don't think I could ever really say that I was, you know, at the same sort. I mean, he's the Doctor, do you know what I mean? But I guess really what's amazing about it is the sense of, like, there's a goodness at his core, I suppose, and he solves problems with his brain, none of which I do. I mean, I'd like to think there's a goodness at my core, but I don't really solve enough problems with my brain. But, you know, really, I guess, yeah, I know, it's, also, I just love the madness in it, really. And also, I can't sort of, like, martyr him too much. Like, there's a lot of blood on his hands when you actually consider what he's done and where he's been. You know, a lot of innocent people have died as a result of him as well.
You see him carry that guilt, though, I think.
Yeah.
It's always kind of in the back of
That's
what
what
he's
drives
going
him, I think, in many ways, and I think it's really important.
It looks great.
Yeah.
He meant to do that. Trying out some. Okay, let's try.
Right here?
Yeah.
Hi.
So,
Hello.
all right. So when you found out that you were the doctor, you couldn't really tell anyone, right? Until
No.
the official announcement. So how hard was it keeping that a secret from everyone?
Really hard. I mean, imagine, like, people are going, oh, yeah, so what are you doing next? Nothing. Oh, no, don't worry. Someone will come up. Yeah. I think so. And I told my granddad on Christmas Day, my best mate was back there, worked it out, because an advert came on once for Doctor Who, and I just started grinning, and he was like, because he knew I'd been for the audition, you're not even meant to tell people that you've kind of been for the meeting and stuff, and I came on and I was smiling, and he was like, I was like, you know, but, you know, there's power in good secrets, I think.
This side? Hi, Matt.
Hi.
So, I love you. Can I have a hug?
From here. There you go.
Air hug.
Oh.
There you
Air
go.
justice.
So, my real question is, how do you get your hair so perfect?
Well, apparently it wasn't perfect 3 minutes ago. Titters among the audience. Well, I don't really. It's, I just sort of ignore it. And here it is. A lot of people would say it's perfect, I don't think. No, I don't know. There's really no secret plan. Sometimes I grow it.
So there you have it. There you have it, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, my love.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I have a question that is, when you are in the episode where they have Mr. Clever and also the Ganger Doctor, what does it feel like to acting with yourself? Like,
Oh, that's a good question. Well, it's sort of weird, really, because you have to shoot both sides of it, and you're acting to no one. So it's quite an odd experience, but kind of fun because you can just do whatever you want because both takes are on you, and it keeps you busy. But you know, those episodes again, it was all I remember is being desperately cold in a castle in Cardiff, which is like a big fridge essentially. Karen just looking like this. But it was fun.
Thank you very much.
Did you have any episodes that were just extremely difficult to shoot for whatever reason? Any memorable ones that were just really tough?
So it's a tough show to make because, you know, it's got a huge ambition and you're making it not on the scale that some shows are made for, particularly nowadays, financially. So you've got to use your ingenuity. It's, you know, for instance, like Arthur, when we were in Utah, all of that stuff was challenging, but I think looked really brilliant in the end, and they turned out to be great episodes. So yeah, it's usually just the weather that you're sort of battling against in some way, and learning lines when you make Doctor Who, because there's so many lines to learn, and every night you have to go home and you do like a minimum of a good couple of hours work.
Do you use like flashcards? Do you have like a trick with
No,
your
just
go-to?
memory, repeat, walk around my flat, repeat, do it again, it's the only way I can do it really. And yeah.
Thank you. Over here, right? Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, again. When you first got casted on, what did it feel like to be on the set?
Oh God, it was nerve-wracking. Because you can't help, the first day you walk in and there's David Tennant in the costume and you're in his costume and you're like, what the hell am I doing here? And then you've got to regenerate and everyone's, literally there are like 90 people, everyone's like staring at you going, what's he going to do? And it took a while for me to sort of bed in, I think. But it's such a great crew. And I was lucky that I had Karen and Arthur. Because, as I said, we sort of all went through it together in a way, which makes a difference. But I think it's harder for someone like Jenna who had to come in and, I was up and running at that point and you've got to suddenly adapt to all this mad stuff. But it's nerve-wracking because you're on the TARDIS and you can't help going, this is definitely the TARDIS. And there's Doctor Who. Oh, wait there, I'm Doctor Who. No.
Thank you. Over here?
If
Hey.
you were, hi, if you,
Hey.
if you were to dress as any character from Doctor Who or what would you be?
I don't know, that's a good question. Any character? I was thinking, Strax. I always think the Silence looked pretty cool for a monster. I was like, they look kind of, but no, I mean, without the head. Yeah, or a
Just like an
Siberian.
alien-like body.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'd go for the Silence or River Song. She gets like cool guns and stuff, doesn't she?
She's the fiercest.
Yeah.
She rocks.
She does rock. The old ball and chain.
Thank you. Let's go. Oh gosh.
Whoa.
Weeping Angel.
Cool.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, this is kind of a similar question, but
Okay.
if you could play in the show any character in Doctor Who other than the Doctor, who would you play?
Good question. Probably the Master, I think. Probably. I was thinking it'd be really fun to see, a Doctor sort of just flip totally to the dark side of that, but no, I think the Master's quite cool. I think, I also thought the Dreamer Lord was quite a cool character. I liked him. Yeah, but I go for the Master. Definitely not a Weeping Angel.
Didn't you say Stephen Moffat has one in his garden?
He does.
Oh my gosh. Like life size?
Just like, and he sort of moves it around and up. It's like, yeah, life size, proper statues, but he's got a really big garden, obviously. And he's just at the bottom of the garden like this, looking at you, and he's got a Dalek in his house. Because he's Stephen Moffat.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Okay, over here. Next question.
Hi, my name is Lucas.
Hi, Lucas.
I'm here on behalf of my friend Ryan, Lily, and Marissa.
Sweet.
And they all wanted to ask you, what was your favorite creature from the whole series?
That's a very good question. My favourite creature was actually the Weeping Angel. Funny enough. I think that's my favourite monster, and it took Amy Pond. So it's a great nemesis, I think, for my particular Doctor.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith.
Thank you, my friend. What a well-mannered boy.
Fantastic parenting.
Yes.
Okay, hello. My question is, what is the funniest thing that has happened to you on a set?
Oh, crimes. No, Karen tells a story. There was once a lady, attractive lady, came onto the set to play a part. And I was, over on this side of the set and whatever. I thought I'd sort of go and say hello. welcome her to the show sort of thing. So wherever I rock, you know, our cats, leave this to me, over I go, and I put my hand on a light stand. I was like, hey, and I twisted it and it fell on the head. Karen was over here, I'm literally doubled over it.
Her version of the story was like a couple minutes longer and like way more traumatic.
Really? Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, it's probably true. I guess that was funny looking back. And just looking at Arthur's face every day was always funny. I love Arthur. He's so silly.
over here?
Hi.
Over on the other side.
Oh, okay. Just testing you. Seeing if we're still awake.
As you know, I made you the Ninja Turtle hat.
Oh, Leonardo!
Yes. So
Love
I
that
got a
hat.
question to tie that in.
Okay.
We all have those childhood memories. That's why we're here. We have things that we love. You being Ninja Turtles. And I have 3 little girls at home. So I was kind of tying that together. What is your favorite childhood memory?
Blimey. That's a good one. Oh gosh, I don't know. I used to love playing football on a Saturday morning and the grass being really dewy. That sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But that was a good one. I mean, I don't know. I was quite lucky. I had 2 sort of best friends at home, hanging out with them really, I suppose. We all grew up in the same street. And that's probably up there. And when Blackburn Rovers won the title in '95. There we are.
All right, guys, this will be the last question. I know, I'm so sorry.
What's your favorite food?
Perfect.
Absolutely brilliant question. My favourite meal is spaghetti bolognese, fish fingers and custard, yeah. Spag bol, followed by as much chocolate as I can physically consume. Chocolate orange. A downfall. What's your favourite food?
Mac
Nice.
and cheese.
Good shout.
Love it. Great.
Strong choice. Thanks.
Well, thank you guys.
Thanks, yeah, thanks, Louis. Thanks for having me.